Imagine this. You're at work, in a meeting, or even in a public place, and someone verbally attacks you. Maybe it's a colleague, your boss, or even a stranger. Your heart starts racing, your chest tightens, and everything inside you screams to fight back. But what if I told you that, in that exact moment, you hold the greatest power? Not by reacting, but by doing absolutely nothing. This isn't weakness. It's a psychological weapon used by the world's most successful people. Warren Buffett, Marcus Aurelius, and former FBI negotiators mastered one secret. Silence is more powerful than words. The less you react, the more control you have. Now, let me ask you, how many times have you regretted an impulsive reaction? Maybe you sent an angry text or argued with someone who didn't deserve your energy. What if you could train yourself to stay calm and turn any situation to your advantage? Today, you'll learn why not reacting is the ultimate power move, how to defend yourself against manipulation, and how to build an unshakable mindset. If you want more psychological tricks like this, make sure to subscribe. You won't believe what's coming next. Why do we react? The psychology behind impulses. Have you ever wondered why we instinctively react to certain situations, even when we know we shouldn't? The answer lies deep in our brain. At the core of our reactions is the amygdala, a small almond-shaped part of the brain responsible for processing emotions, especially fear and aggression. When you feel threatened, insulted, or challenged, your amygdala kicks in instantly, triggering a fight or flight response. This is great for survival in the wild, but it often leads to impulsive reactions we later regret in modern life. Imagine a heated argument at work. Your boss criticizes you in front of your colleagues. Instantly, your amygdala floods your brain with stress hormones, making you feel attacked. You either lash out or shut down. But what if you could override this response? Here's the shocking truth. The world's top negotiators, military leaders, and billionaires have trained themselves to resist this impulse. Instead of reacting emotionally, they pause, observe, and respond with intention. Why does this matter? Reacting impulsively gives power to the other person. It makes you predictable, easy to manipulate, and emotionally weak. But when you don't react, you remain in control, forcing the other person to reveal more. Most people believe reacting is a sign of strength, but true power comes from emotional discipline. So how do you take control? How do you use silence as a weapon? That's what we'll cover next. Let's explore the true power of not reacting and how it can completely change the game. The true power of not reacting. Silence is a weapon. The less you react, the more power you hold. When you don't respond immediately, you create psychological discomfort in the other person. They start second-guessing themselves, filling the silence with their insecurities. Have you ever been in a situation where someone insulted you, but instead of reacting, you just stared at them? What happened next? Most likely they became uncomfortable, tried to explain themselves, or even backed down. Why does this work? It makes you unpredictable. People expect an emotional reaction. When you don't give them one, they lose control. It shifts power to you. The more someone talks, the more they reveal. The less you react, the more you learn. It creates doubt in the other person. They start questioning themselves, wondering if they made a mistake. The dead face technique. One of elite negotiators' most powerful tactics is the dead face technique. This means showing no reaction, anger, frustration, or visible emotion, just stillness and silence. The great Roman emperor Marcus Aurelius was known for his ability to remain calm under pressure. No matter what was said to him, he never reacted emotionally. This gave him a psychological edge over his enemies and made him one of the most respected leaders in history. How to use this in daily life. At work, don't defend yourself immediately if a colleague criticizes you unfairly. Just pause, make eye contact, and say nothing. In arguments, instead of reacting emotionally, take a deep breath and let the other person talk. The more they say, the more they reveal. In negotiations, the first person to speak loses. If you wait, the other side often offers to fill the silence better. Most people think power comes from speaking. The truth? It comes from knowing when not to speak. Next, let's talk about why toxic people desperately want you to react and how you can use silence to break their control. Manipulators and toxic people want your reaction. Toxic people thrive on your reaction. Whether it's anger, frustration, or defensiveness, the moment you respond, they win. Think about it. Why do manipulators push your buttons? Because they want to control your emotions. They feed off your energy. The more you react, the more power they gain over you. Why do they need your reaction? It validates them. If you get emotional, they feel important. It shifts blame. Your reaction becomes the problem, not their behavior. It gives them control. If they can make you act impulsively, they dictate the situation. Former FBI negotiators use a simple rule when dealing with difficult people. Stay emotionally neutral. The goal is to make the other person talk while you remain in control. The less you engage, the more they reveal about their intentions. Imagine a coworker constantly provoking you and making passive-aggressive comments. The typical response is to defend yourself or fire back. But what if you stared at them, said nothing, and walked away? That silence would eat at them more than any comeback ever could. How to break their control. 1. Pause before responding. Instead of reacting immediately, take a few seconds to process what was said. This gives you the upper hand. 2. Use the power of silence. If someone is trying to get a reaction from you, don't give them one. Let their words linger in the air. 3. Redirect the conversation. Instead of engaging in their drama, calmly ask a direct question. What exactly are you trying to say? This forces them to clarify their words and often makes them uncomfortable. 4. Detach emotionally. Realize that their behavior is a reflection of them, not you. They lose their power over you once you stop giving them emotional fuel. The best way to deal with toxic people is to become untouchable. No matter what they say or how hard they try, they can't shake you. Now, let's explore this question even further. How can you train yourself to master emotional control in any situation? Practical techniques to master emotional control. Staying calm under pressure isn't just a mindset, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be trained. Your brain immediately triggers an emotional response when someone tries to provoke you. But here's the secret. You don't have to act on it. You can override it. How? By using these techniques. 1. The 3-second rule. Before responding to anything that triggers you, take a deep breath and count to 3. This small pause interrupts your automatic reaction and gives your rational mind time to take control. The power of deep breathing. In tense moments, your body tenses up, your heart rate spikes, and you feel the urge to react. Instead, practice box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. This instantly calms your nervous system and keeps you in control. 3. Visualize the outcome. Ask yourself before engaging in any conflict. If I react emotionally, what will happen next? Reacting impulsively usually only makes things worse. Instead, picture yourself handling the situation with complete control. 4. The observer mindset. Instead of being emotionally involved, imagine yourself as an outsider watching the situation. This mental shift helps you detach and respond logically rather than emotionally. 5. Practice small tests. Start with minor annoyances. Someone cutting you off in traffic, a rude cashier, a sarcastic comment. Use these moments as practice. You'll be ready for bigger challenges if you can control your emotions in small situations. The more you train, the stronger you become. Emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about choosing how and when to respond. Let's bring everything together with one final lesson: the real power of not reacting and how it changes your life. When you stop reacting, you stop being controlled. Think about the most powerful people in history: leaders, philosophers, and negotiators. They all mastered one thing: emotional control. They knew that the moment you react emotionally, you give your power away. But when you stay calm, when you pause instead of reacting, you become untouchable. From now on, remember this: every reaction is a choice. Your silence is often louder than words. The less you engage in pointless conflict, the more energy you keep for what truly matters. Imagine how different your life would be if nothing could shake you, if no insult, criticism, or manipulation could trigger you. You'd completely control every situation, and the people around you would start respecting you more. So here's my challenge. The next time someone tries to provoke you, don't react. Just pause, observe, and see what happens. And if you want to dive even deeper into mastering emotional control and influence, check out my video on Chris Voss's book, Never Split the Difference, one of the best guides on negotiation and psychological tactics. It will completely change how you handle conversations and conflicts. In the comments, let me know when you last reacted emotionally and later regretted it. If you found this valuable, subscribe for more deep psychological insights. Trust me, what's coming next will change how you see the world. Stay calm, stay in control, stay powerful.